address by His Majesty Don Felipe VI, King of the Kingdom of Spain.
Señor Presidente,
Mr. President, Mr. Deputy Secretary General, Mr. Undersecretary General, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure and a true honor to be addressing the United Nations on behalf of Spain once again. We, the heads of state and government of the United Nations, are here to commit ourselves on behalf of our people to transform the world over the next 15 years, to free it from extreme poverty and hunger, which continue to inflict so many. We are going to change it everywhere and for everyone. This is our conviction, this our commitment. The agenda for change which we adopted today is the outcome of negotiations among equals. It reflects the voices of millions of citizens. They are the ones that have told us what is expected of us. And they do so on behalf of a generation that is now being born and will be 15 years old in 2030. We are here to solemnly promise this new generation that each and every one of them will be able to develop fully their capabilities without any type of discrimination. We commit ourselves to create wealth in a sustainable manner, returning what we have taken from nature. For after all, we are only the guests of nature, the provisional administrators. And so it is essential that the climate change summit that will take place in Paris in December produce results commensurate with the challenge facing us. His Holiness Pope Francis, who was with us this morning, tells us in his encyclical Laudato Si that interdependence, typical of our age today, must make us think about a common project. To think of a single world requires us to act as one. In this spirit, we have already taken decisive steps which give us hope thanks to the Millennium Agenda initiated 15 years ago. However, development is not and has never been a uniform process. Achieving it is not guaranteed. Wars, as in Syria, natural disasters, as the earthquake in Nepal, or epidemics like Ebola, can undo decades of progress achieved by developing countries, and they demand our solidarity and sustained attention. Even in the more developed countries, the experience of the recent global crisis has exposed the fragility of many realities which we had thought more solid. Above all, it alerted us to the fact that no one is immune to the weaknesses of a growth model, a model that we must now fix and improve, while at the same time preserving its strengths and eliminating its excesses. Globalization of finance, technology and information must be accompanied by globalization of solidarity, knowledge, equity, liberty and human dignity. The agenda we adopted today is a universal one. We are all responsible for ensuring it is successfully completed. Spain will contribute to this goal. My country has already strongly supported the Millennium Development Goals through the MDG Fund, and in fact our contribution was the largest made by one single country towards achieving the goals. We are definitely committed to the new Sustainable Development Goals agenda. Our commitment is backed up by action, by deeds. We have established with UNDP the first Sustainable Development Goals Fund, and this fund is already financing projects in over 17 countries. Our cooperation policy is also aligned with the 2030 Agenda. Official development assistance is one of the pillars, and together with the European Union, we are committed to providing the 0.7% of our GDP by the year 2030, and we will place emphasis on the LDCs. But we cannot forget that much poverty and marginalisation occurs in middle-income countries, and so we will continue to dedicate part of our attention and resources to them. It is essential to attain equitable development, genuine and effective enjoyment of rights, and equal opportunities for all. Therefore, it is necessary to provide opportunities in education, and hence the importance of knowledge, innovation and technology, and in job creation, particularly among young people, and this is an area where Spain is particularly affected. We must also ensure equal opportunities for women. They must have the same role as men at the workplace and in exercising political and social rights, and in society in general. Mr. President, the idea that we are all part of a global community ruled by law and oriented towards the common good was put forward by some of the best Spanish minds at the beginning of modern times, including Father Francisco de Vitoria, one of the founders of international law. 70 years ago, when this organization, the United Nations, was established, the world took a giant step forward towards fulfilling that dream. Then, as now, the objective which unites us is to create a community of citizens conscious of our responsibilities vis-à-vis our neighbours and the planet that we inhabit. We, the people of Spain, in this 21st century, believe in this dream and would like to make it a reality. It is our conviction, it is our commitment. Thank you.